We've done the impossible.
Wait, I'm not ready.
You're not. I asked you right before this, are you ready? Hey, on a scale of 1 to America, how free are you tonight?
I love
China.
That. Okay.
Yep, sorry.
So not free.
That is a anti-pickup line sent in from our very own Nathan. Shout out Nathan. And we have many more of those coming at you later in this episode.
Nathan, I had a shirt that used to say that.
Did you really?
It used to say on a scale of 1 to America, how free are you tonight?
Yeah, he was saying before, it's like, Dane will love this one. And I'm like, I feel like he's probably heard it, but I'll try it anyway.
I have heard it and I do love it.
Yes, and that's why we started you with a little anti-pickup line, and we're going to get into more, again, later in the episode. We got a good one in for you today. It is episode 72. Warmer weather is coming, and your boys are here.
If it's not good, you can have your money back.
You heard it here first. Episode 72. Thanks for listening.
I spilled Mountain Dew on my pants.
You're like Michael Fuller.
Why?
If you remember, he was like, I'm not going to explode my can all over the electronics, and it splattered on his face.
Well,
you didn't do your face, but you did your pants.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm ready.
Who shook up my Mountain Dew?
That was, I guess okay. I had to get up because my Instagram wasn't working. I had to get a screenshot. I might have knocked over your Mountain Dew. It got a little fizzy, and I wasn't really thinking about it. Okay? Some people, we have issues here in this house every once in a while, and that was one of them. I'm sorry you splattered on yourself.
Maddie Barron just called me a racist.
Did she actually?
Yeah.
Has that happened like since we started recording, or was this
while you were just talking?
What happened this time? Well, what did she? Could she hear me for saying that joke, which wasn't that bad? But
probably.
I don't know. Why did she call you a racist? Hot start.
Well,
or can we get into it on this episode?
Yeah, we can get into it.
Okay.
Because I'm not a racist.
Oh, that's good. I mean, I know you're not. Neither of us are. It's pretty clear.
The two white guys.
Yeah.
So, she said that her agent, because we were talking about...
She's an agent?
No. Her alleged agent booking her on the pod is her little Ukrainian little brother. And I said, does he go to middle school club, and is he...
For K-Life. Shout out.
K-Life, yeah. And she goes, no, because he is a different Ukrainian little boy, you racist.
Wait, huh?
It's not racist, it's nationalist, if anything, but also, no.
Yeah, get it right. He's a nationalist, not a communist.
And I've been very vocal about how America's the best.
Or racist.
I'm also not a racist.
Yeah, not racist either.
Nope, not this week.
Okay, but you don't want to wait until next week, though, to leave us a 5-star review on Spotify or Apple both. We got another one in this week on Apple, but they did not leave a written review, or it was so explicit it didn't show up on Apple. So I'm just going to assume the worst, but thank you to that loyal 5-star reviewer. You're the best. And that could be you next week if you also leave a 5-star review on Spotify or Apple.
Yeah, if you don't, Samuel is going to cuss you out.
That's honestly what's going to happen. But I don't want to do that to you. Unless your name's Michael Fuller. So updates from the week.
Lindsay reads gassy.
Why?
She was just talking to us about how I called her gassy last week.
Oh my word. That's not the update I was thinking.
I think it's an update.
Okay. I mean, it's an update for you.
Yeah.
Do you want to get any I can't talk. I'm sorry for doing a podcast, but we had our K-Life end of the year awards this past week. We had a good year for sure. It was a big year for all of us.
I got cancer this year.
Okay, it was a better year for some of us than others. I mean, that wasn't directly related to K-Life. I don't think K-Life caused that cancer.
As soon as K-Life started, I got cancer.
I mean, I guess you didn't have it before K-Life was here, and then K-Life showed up a couple years ago, and now you do. So maybe it did cause it.
We can't rule it out as a theory.
But also, without K-Life, we wouldn't have this podcast.
That's such a good point.
So thank you, K-Life, for
Thomas
everything. And Thomas Rhett.
Yeah,
that's true as well.
Yeah,
and Target.
And Target.
And also Maddie. No, she wasn't there. It was Sam. It was Sam.
Sam Lawson.
That's the name.
Yeah.
Also K-Life, though. So
yeah, also K-Life.
She never joined the pod.
She quit.
Yeah. But we had our K-Life Awards. So it's called the K-Lifeys.
Or Clifeys.
Yeah, Clifeys as well, however you want to pronounce it. they were saying like, yeah, you can dress up really fancy if you want. And I'm like, I'm not going to go that hard. I'm coming from work. I'm just going to show up how I usually do, which is more dressed than most people are, because most people just come in sweats. But this time, some of y'all decided to wear tuxes, it seemed like.
Samuel dressed like a bum.
I did not. I was better than, I was about the midway point. There was people worse than me, and then there was Joe over there in a tuxedo.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
And I was one step down from Joe.
Yeah. You were a three-piece suit.
I was in a three-piece suit with a floral tie.
You were looking pretty fine.
I'm going to wear that same floral tie to a wedding this weekend.
Oh, so you're breaking it in.
Yeah, I'm breaking it in. It's floral time. It's sweater weather.
How many times have you worn that suit? Did you wear it to that other wedding when you went to Grace's?
I wore the jacket and the pants, but not the vest.
Okay. Because you've seen that picture posted on our Instagram before. Look for the one fancy picture, and that's the suit we're talking about.
Yeah. But imagine the same plaid vest or a plaid vest.
Yeah.
Same pattern.
It was good.
That's the second time I've worn that suit, though.
You look good. I did feel a little underdressed when I first walked in, but then others in my same kind of dress code were showing up, and I was like, "Yeah, Peyton." There's a few. So I was happy about that I didn't completely screw up. But in these K-Lifeys, they had they had like us leaders, they had some like the board members, the K-Life, and then they had some solid food, which confused me.
Yeah,
because it was sponsored or like they catered from Pasta Express.
Yeah.
What pasta did you eat there, Dane?
Air.
Yeah, there was no pasta. It was like a meat dish, chicken, salad, bread,
chicken, steak, salad, potatoes, vegetables.
Which one of those was pasta again?
The ones in the air.
Yeah, there was no pasta, and I was so excited and then disappointed. But also, it was still free for us. It was still good food. But I'm good. Like, why? Why would you get it sponsored by Pasta Express and not have pasta?
You know what I noticed was not there?
Lindsay Reed. Sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but who? What?
Toasted ravioli.
That would have been good too. Hey, next year we'll be like, hey.
I'm really hungry.
I am hungry too. It's kind of late at night. We're recording during a weekday, and I haven't had dinner either. I had a granola bar, and I'm probably going to slap some Taco Bell at around 10 o'clock.
I had dinner, but I'm still hungry.
Yeah, we're always hungry. We're growing boys.
I ran 6 miles.
I mean, you earned it then. I swam last night. So,
hey.
I mean, it's kind of like it's not a hangover. What's the word?
Hangover.
Okay, yeah, it's a hangover.
Blackout.
Blackout, because I'm still hungry from swimming. I think that's the right terminology. Thank you, Dane, for that. I appreciate you. But yeah, we had the food. Then we had like a Kahoot game, which is basically like the quiz game where usually you log yourself in via phone and everybody can play against each other. But we're like, hey,
there's 30 of us here.
Let's just play as one person and have one volunteer basically show up each question, and then we played against the computer. The computer won.
We got last.
Yeah, it was bad. No one knows any of us in the K-Life Awards because
or the
they
leader,
had,
the direct, or not the
board members. Yeah, they had where they could send in like questions or pictures, and we could send in fun facts. And then we would guess. You have a 1 in 4 chance to get it right. I think we got less than 25% right throughout the entire game, which was great. But yeah, they're just like random, I don't know, just like random facts. I did send in one about the podcast, which people were underestimating us.
Yeah, I tried to get them to choose. The question was, how many listens is the Until Next Week podcast?
And it was like a large range over like 1,000 to 2,000 range where you could pick it. So it wasn't an easy question because honestly, there was like a 1 in 20 chance you get it right.
Less than
that. And
they
kept on going down and down and down. I'm like, you're underestimating us. It is more than that. And then eventually they did show the answer after they got it wrong, and then everybody's like, oh, wow, that's pretty good. I'm like, yeah, we're podcasters. That's what we do around here.
We do things
we make you guys listen.
If you don't listen, we'll burn your house down.
Yeah, so we trapped all of them in there until they subscribed and left us 5 stars.
I think some
rumor has it some of them are still there to this day holding out.
Still trapped, yes.
Yeah, they will not subscribe, and I'm a little disappointed.
Water's running low.
Yeah, but after they did those, they had what's called a character qualities, I believe, or like CQs. That's what they call it, like in Kanakuk terminology.
I don't know. I don't go to that cult.
Okay, maybe they didn't call it that, but they gave us like all awards. Yes. And I was getting excited because they were like, okay, MVP, a dodgeball award goes to Jake. And I'm like, that's not me. And everybody looked at me because they knew like I'm the real MVP. As Kevin Durant said to his mom, you the real MVP? Well, he was also talking to me that I was the real MVP.
I don't know. I'm undefeated in the dodgeball tournament.
I mean, I am as well with 2 different teams,
But I never
two
lost,
different schools.
I've never even lost a game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you have lots of little kids. Less competition.
No.
And you're all taking steroids.
I played in the high school one. I played one
did?
game and won.
Yeah. Okay. So we both should have been MVPs. So we both have equal dodgeball abilities for sure. But yeah, that went to Jake. Shout out. You don't listen to the pod,
Man.
But we also both got awards.
We did.
And I have it right here. My award was called the Until Next Year Award.
Wow.
So thoughtful.
Wow.
Like even from Joe, who doesn't listen to the pod, he put enough thought into it, or maybe it was Taylor.
Could have been Julie.
Could have been Julie too.
Yeah.
For Until Next Year Award. And it said, for being a voice of truth to K-Life and leaders alike, and for committing to lead a small group year after year for the rest of your life. And I'm like,
The rest of your life.
I don't know if I sign up for the rest of my life, but I have been here did you start the very first semester?
Yeah.
So we've been there the longest.
Oh, yeah.
Me, you, and Joe. I don't know if anybody else started first semester. Because Jake came in at the semester mark.
Yeah.
I don't know. Was Luke there at that point?
Yeah, Luke tricked me into joining.
Okay, so Luke
Yeah.
was there. Mitch, maybe?
That sounds right, because that's right when he shot himself in the foot.
Yep, he was there. So Mitch, who shot himself in the foot during
Literally.
that first semester.
Literally
Luke,
shot himself in the
I think
foot.
that was it. I think
What
it was
about
us
Maddie?
4. Okay, and then one girl. I think she's the only girl left at this point.
I don't know. I need to look at the list.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, we started early and we've been staying strong, even though most of the leaders are in college. But we're like, no. We are professionals. And that's why they think they have us for the rest of our lives. So we'll have to wait until next year to see if it holds true, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But what about you? What kind of awards were you getting at the K-Lifeys, Dane?
Well, my awards were very specific to, me and my life.
Most likely to get cancer?
Yeah.
Okay, that was one of them.
basically. No, I got the Daniel in the Lion's Den.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
No,
but
I don't get it. Okay,
also,
what's it about?
Well, first off, Joe doesn't know this, but one of my ex-lady friends used to call me Daniel. I was like, this is cool.
Is that why you broke down crying at your table when he announced the award?
That's why
It wasn't because you were happy. It was because you were depressed.
It's good. That's why I flipped the table subsequently, too.
Well, I thought you were trying to act out one of the Bible stories.
I
Jesus
did.
flipping tables because we were in a church.
Yeah.
So,
He flipped the tables and then he wept.
yeah. And then that was it.
But, no, I got Daniel in the Lion's Den for having perseverance in the face of trials and still honoring God.
I hate how they just make up awards for us that aren't even real.
I know. But it was great.
I'm pretty sure that was supposed to go to Michael, but then they're like, nah,
Right.
he's not here this year.
Yeah, he quit because he's a quitter.
That is true.
Yeah.
And that's our only Michael slander for this minute of the episode.
Yeah, this minute. Yep. So then, but like Zamo said, you can submit fun facts and stuff about people. Jake,
you had some wild ones.
So I submitted one about Jake, and it was that he is the only person in the room who has burnt one of his roommate's chairs, and also
Without permission.
it was not with permission.
Yeah.
And also sent a golf club through the back windshield of a different roommate's car.
Just quick clarification. When you say burnt chair,
Yeah.
do you mean just like a little burn, or do you mean like completely in flames?
I mean, you're not getting it back.
oh, what a nice roommate.
So there I was working at Hy-Vee at the time. I got off work at 10. And I come home and my roommates are all in the backyard. Little bonfire session, little this, little that. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll go change.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then I'll be out there. And then I get out there and I see him throw the last leg of my chair on the fire.
Burning your chair without you around is a next level crazy.
It's diabolical.
What? I know I think it's all part of his testimony. He was an earlier believer at that point. He was like, I didn't know you aren't supposed to burn a roommate's chair.
Well, in his defense, and this is what his defense would be, that chair was borderline unsittable. And
Okay.
Because
Well, aren't us all?
borderline?
Yeah, we're all borderline unsittable.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't sit on people.
No.
And, but that chair was just wooden, and then it had a crack down the middle of it, and one of the legs may have been breaking off.
Okay, but was it still usable?
You could have sat in it, yes, as long
It's
as
an antique.
as long as you weren't like really relaxed.
If I was roommates with Jake, I'm sure he would just be like, oh, you don't need all that paper and cardboard. No, that was my baseball card collection you just
Facts.
burned. Like, no.
You burned an autographed Babe Ruth 1923 Murderer's
Baby
Row card.
Ruth?
Baby
Ruth? No.
Who's she?
The Great Bambino.
Sultan of SWAT.
Man. Okay. He's the same guy?
Same guy.
Yeah, okay.
But also...
Yeah, what else happened to you? I'm sure you only got slammed like once.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
right.
the other thing when Jake puts the golf club through the back windshield, he was golfing and it was a July day and it was sweaty and he's just hitting little wiffle balls around the yard at our house and it slipped out of his hand and speared our roommate Connor's back windshield perfectly right through it. And it shattered the windshield. And then Connor, he's so laid back. He's like more laid back than I am.
It's like it looks better, man.
No, he said, no, I don't care. Just pay for it. and Jake paid for it. So it was great. And
I see a common denominator in all these.
Jake and his anger issues.
No, you are roommates with poor roommates.
It's the same guy.
Yeah. No, but I think you're the issue here. You took
Well,
the anger and like put it into him somehow.
I manifested it into him.
You manifested the anger. So you're the issue, is me.
Well, here's the thing. Right now, I'm really manifesting abundance and practicing gratitude.
Okay. I'm manifesting an abundance of views on our next episode and our TikToks and Instagram. Please follow our TikTok and Instagram at Until Next Week Podcast. Okay, back to you, Dane.
Every time somebody tells me that they have essential oils going on in their house,
Yeah.
I go, oh, is that right next to your crystal collection? By the way, what's your astrology sign? Are you in retrograde or whatever? I think it's funny.
Yeah.
However, Jake submitted his own
Okay.
fun fact to the pod. And it said,
I'm sure it was about himself, right?
right, you think you would know yourself the best, but
Yeah.
no.
No, okay.
There I was, sitting there eating my steak, and there I was, bamboozled, flim-flammed, led astray, run amok,
But how do you really feel?
because Jake submitted a photo and a fun fact about me. The fun fact that I always carry the sword of the truth on me as well as
That's a fun fact.
as well as my conceal and carry.
Okay, that's not as fun.
Which, well, I mean, it can
Okay.
be fun.
Yeah.
And, however, I don't have a conceal carry.
No. You don't. You should have stopped. Like, I don't carry the sword of truth on me all the time.
I do. I mean, the Bible app's on my phone.
Yeah, shout out.
However, if I could like justify spending $400 on a firearm, maybe I would. However, I can't.
Yeah, and so he just lied in front of everybody.
Yeah.
So first he burns your chair, and then he throws a golf club through one of your
Connor
Rule's car.
Yep.
And then he lies to the not only all the board members and not only all the leaders,
Right.
but we are in the house of the Lord.
We were at church.
He is lying to Jesus. You heard it here first.
If only it had stopped there.
Oh no!
It didn't stop there.
Was it involving you this next time as well?
Again, involving me.
Was Jake involved as well?
He submitted a photo
Of course.
of the time that my sister welcomed her now husband.
Who's your Lindsay Reed sister?
So Lindsay Reed, Lindsay parentheses Gassy Reed. When she was welcoming home,
I'm sorry, Lindsay.
when she brought home her now husband for the first time, they were
Carried him over the altar and everything.
no, but he's actually a pretty beefy guy.
Hey, she was a college athlete, so that is good.
A running college athlete.
Okay.
But so she brings him home, right? And then they were dating at the time. They're not married yet. And
I thought they were already married at this point.
oh no.
Okay, I'm confused.
This is the first time he's meeting the whole family. I think it was Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And so I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, I know Daniel. And so I'm like, how can I make this as weird as possible? Of course. And so I was like, well, I got to take my shirt off. So I take my shirt off. And then I'm like, well, I already got that going. And I came with some rather interesting facial hair. Imagine like a Fu Manchu almost, but it didn't like go all the way down. It just stopped right here at my chin.
That's good.
Yeah. And then I was like, okay, this is good. But
So
we
you
need
took
more.
your pants off?
No.
Okay, sorry.
We need more.
Oh, more than that?
I need him to know that he's being threatened.
You were nude.
Almost. I had a shotgun.
Oh, okay. Is that like an innuendo, or was it actually a shotgun?
No, it was a real shotgun.
Okay, that's good.
And I was rocking back
Just
and forth.
carry, not conceal.
Yeah, I mean, you
Yeah.
can carry anything on you.
That's true.
But I was rocking back and forth, waiting until he walked in, and I said, "Welcome home, son."
I'm your daddy now.
I know so many people just cringed in the car or on their walk or whatever they're doing by both of our comments.
This is
However-
the wild one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but what happened?
He just laughed. He thought it was funny. But my brother Cole got him a Christmas gift, and he wrapped it in like a shoebox. And The note said, "To Daniel, why don't you suck on this?" And we kept being like, "Man, Cole, did you poke holes in that? Like, I hope that thing you put in there's still alive."
Okay.
And so he opens it, and Daniel's like opening it and like getting scared all at the same time. And then he just opens it, and it's just a rock. Like, it's just a rock in there, and that's all it is.
That's a great joke.
It was weird.
Yeah, that's like, and he stayed around.
Yeah, he stayed around, married her, and called him last night, and they're, I don't know, being married. And Lindsay's like, "Yeah, I gotta go to bed at 8:30, whatever."
I was like, okay, we see how it is.
Yeah. And so that was the Calliope Awards.
Okay.
Jake submitted that photo of me in the rocking chair with the shotgun, though.
Yeah. It was a good time overall.
So in front of all the board members, all of the ladies who were there,
and the men, I was there.
I mean,
don't call me a lady.
I'm leading some into temptation, some men. And I was like, that's not one I would have submitted because I don't want a shirtless photo of me out there.
You're wild.
So, yeah, I don't know. That was funny. But also, I only have 3 more updates of the week. So last week I promised the podcast that I would try the #1 pickup line out on a girl at church.
Yep. Which is what we had via AI. We have a TikTok that we will post at some point. It might be out by the time you watch this, where it's kind of given a rundown of all of them again. It'll be on Instagram as well. So if you want to not listen to the entire episode, once again, look at our Instagram or TikTok or both. Like them, share them, and that's it.
Now, Samuel.
That's my name.
I did not,
what did you not do?
I did not try this on one girl.
Oh.
I tried it on 2 girls.
Where was this at?
Church.
Hidden on 2 girls at church. Okay. Shout out.
Only one of them was married.
Dang.
She's been a friend of mine for like 5-6 years.
So I'm sure her husband's like, I love it that your friends hit on you.
Oh man, he likes to make it awkward anytime I bring her up. It's funny because she was out of town and she texted me that one of our favorite pastors was preaching at a conference she was at. And I go, yeah,
was she up in Iowa?
No, it was in Texas.
It was Texas. Okay.
Yeah. And so,
was it JP?
Yeah, it was JP.
Yeah, of course.
And
everybody's favorite pastor.
Yeah, everybody's favorite pastor. I was listening this morning. Or no, David Marr I was listening to this morning. However, she texted me that, and then I told her husband, I was like, yeah, like Stephanie texted me and said something about this, and he goes, "Must be nice." And I was like,
she doesn't tell me anything. She always talks about Dane this, Dane that. Like, Dane was awesome doing his run the other week. Like, why can't you do this? He's a stud.
I did beat her husband at the half marathon.
I can understand why you said pickup line.
So I was like, Stephanie, this is going to be weird. Don't worry about it. So feel the shirt, feel how soft it is. And, and I was actually wearing a nice shirt that was kind of soft.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Yeah, it is soft." And I was like, "Yeah, it's made out of boyfriend material." And she goes, I have to share that for the pod. I vowed that I would share it with the girl at church. And she goes, "Well, do it on somebody single. Do it on Carson over there." And this girl, Carson, we were serving in Connections together.
Yeah.
And she turns around and goes, "What?" And I go, "All right, fine." And I go, "Carson."
Wait, so she just right there in front of the married woman. You did.
Oh, yeah.
So you hit on 2 people right in front of the other.
Back to back. Well, Carson didn't see it. She didn't hear it.
Yeah.
But she hears her name and goes, "What?" And I go,
like, touch my shirt.
I go, "So Carson, look at the shirt. Like, feel it. Doesn't it feel soft?" And she goes, "Oh, it does feel soft." And I go, "Yeah, it's made out of boyfriend material." She goes, "Ah," and like laughed really like this isn't actually that funny. And I was like, whatever. And I think it's great.
Yeah.
But after that, speaking of those pickup lines, I had honorable mention pickup lines from last week that I talked to my coworkers about, and we came up together with some more pickup lines.
Okay. Are your coworkers AI? Are they real? Like, how does that work?
They're real.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Let me know some of these pickup lines.
Yeah. So they said some of them that were really funny. And so the first one is, "Girl, you thicker than peanut butter in the freezer." Oh, that was funny. I was like, "Who's got peanut butter?"
That's hard. That's hardcore.
Well, and then the second one's similar to that. "Girl, you thicker than Laffy Taffy in the freezer."
Are all these just thicker? Is that, "Girl, you thicker than really thick ice cream in the freezer."
"Girl, you thicker than a bowl of oatmeal."
"Girl, you thicker than Ice Cube."
"Girl, the back of your head's ridiculous."
Wait, what?
"Can I get your number?" That's a Vine from a long time ago.
Oh my word! Yeah, these definitely are not AI generated.
But one of my favorite one that I heard them say today was girl, you got more legs than a bucket of chicken.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I like it though. I'm gonna say
that doesn't even make sense.
I don't care who it is.
That's funny right there. That's funny right there.
I don't care who you are. That's funny right there.
That makes no. I'm like, literally, that makes no sense.
Girl, you got more legs than a bucket of chicken.
Oh man.
So those are funny.
Okay. Those are good.
But those are all my updates of the week.
Okay. You know this. It's a good time to get to our favorite segment of the week. Our favorite
the people
segment.
who keep the lights on.
Thank you to the people who keep the lights on. Who is one of those people? Who's somebody who maybe helps us out on the podcast every once in a while?
Joshua SCHMITZ.
Hey, give a whole rundown, Joshua SCHMITZ, on what he does.
Joshua SCHMITZ is a young man from Michigan.
It is Michigan.
He's from Michigan.
Yes, because he likes the Detroit Lions. It is what it is.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I don't hate the Lions. I don't
Okay.
hate the Lions. You do, though.
Not a big fan because I am a Packers fan. So whenever
division.
I was on his podcast, the MANWAGON podcast, I don't know if it came up at some point, but I'm like, we're better than you. But at that point, they did make it to. They didn't make it to the Super Bowl.
No, they made an NFC Championship.
Yeah. So I mean, we're both losers last year, but this year we will be better. Y'all probably come in second place, but that's not a part of the ad read. You keep going.
So Joshua is a young man. I think he's below the age of 18, but he's got.
I could be wrong actually on that. I think I've been saying that this whole time. He might be in college.
Joshua, submit your age to us.
I need to update because I might have been misaging you, and I apologize for that.
Joshua SCHMITZ, somewhere between the ages of 15 and 35.
33, 15 to 33.
15 to 33.
Because
sure,
33 is the age of Jesus.
Yeah, when he died.
Yep.
Obviously.
But then he also the age when he came back.
So true.
Yeah.
True. You know, so Joshua SCHMITZ, somewhere between the ages of 15 and 33, is a young man who lives in Michigan, has his own podcast.
He's got own podcast.
Lord Farquaad. His own podcast called the MANWAGON Podcast.
With Vaughn. Shout out Vaughn.
With Vaughn. And so Joshua edits and helps. He doesn't produce, but he helps edit and cut up and splice our videos into the things that you see on Instagram. And they're very awesome.
Those videos are very great, and obviously he helps kind of pick out the best clips, which means he has a good sense of humor, which he also brings out on his podcast, the MANWAGON Podcast. So
and
check it. Yeah.
Dude, you showed me that one earlier about the thing.
Yeah, the thing. Yeah. The video about the video.
Oh, it was about countries.
Yeah.
Which we'll put out sometime later this week, but that was
funny.
That was funny too.
Yeah. We were cracking up, but we'll have a lot of other videos coming out too. So again, follow the Instagram, follow the TikTok, and see that quality content that Joshua's putting out for us. Yeah. And then
if only we had a second sponsor.
And then I was gonna say follow the MANWAGON Podcast. But
also
another sponsor. Abused but Not Abandoned. We were talking about the Rescued book by Elizabeth Virgil for the 4th week in a row. Again, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Elizabeth is a good friend. I met her through the Ghost Runners podcast. We've been to different events in KC together. And it just happened to be that when we were at Grandezvous, which was an event I talked about from like back in August, I believe, we happened to sit next to each other in the front row of this event. And we just got talking. And we're like, hey, we know each other through the podcast. Like we both are just, I don't know. We just paired up well. And had good conversation. And then it happened to be that she decided to check out the Until Next Week podcast. Please rate us 5 stars. And from that point on, she always would hear us talk about like sponsors and everything else. And she was like, I want to be a sponsor for you. So she didn't write a book because of that, but she did write a book called Rescued, Abused But Not Abandoned. And she wanted to sponsor us with that book. Just a quick description again. She said, why did you stay? Is a question Elizabeth was often asked when she finally revealed the truth about her 20-year abusive marriage. Since Jesus rescued her, she has made it her mission to spread the word that you don't have to stay in abuse. God wants you to be free from the pain of that broken marriage. The book explores the psyche of a woman living in abuse, but then tells the miraculous story of how God rescued her. Elizabeth shares her real-life experience and struggle with suicidal thoughts and abuse to help you recognize red flags in the lives of those around you, or for anyone living in abuse to know they're not alone. This book was written to give you hope that just as Jesus didn't abandon Elizabeth in the dark times, he won't abandon you. And I read this book. It was only like 89 pages. It's a quick read. You can get it done in like 2 hours. Unless you're Dane, then it could be 2 days.
I can't read.
Either way, it is a short book, and it's just really just jam-packed of like her whole story, like how she grew up, how she got married at an early age, how she started realizing that maybe there's something wrong, like in my marriage, and how it was like abusive and everything else. And she just continued to rely on God through that time, but eventually got to the point where she realized, hey, there is something better for me. God has a better plan for me. And she was able to, with the help of like many believers around her, get help. And then she is now thriving. She tells about like her, I don't know, just how she followed Christ throughout this entire time and how she helped her realize that there is something better for her out there and that she doesn't have to stay in abuse. And it's just an amazing story. She talks about like the reconciliation that happened throughout this entire time. And I don't know, I just really recommend the book. It is a very solid story. It's very hard to read at some points, but then there is a lot of hope as well. So if you know someone maybe in this kind of situation, it might help you to better like ask them questions to maybe get them out of a situation like this. Or if you maybe are in a situation yourself, this could also give you those helpful hints or tips for how you also can escape this kind of situation. Yeah, it really is. Like it is, again, just a very solid book from a very solid person. Highly recommend it. And you can get it for only $15. You can get it for $15 minus 20% off or plus 20% off. So it's only 80% of $15, and you can do that on her site, which is in the description of the podcast. But I'll also read it off to you because not everybody wants to read the description of the podcast.
Read me.
Okay, are you ready for this?
Yes.
www.passersagainstabuse.us. And again, it's a $15 book, but you can get 20% off the book with the code NEXT, N-E-X-T, and you can also get 20% off everything else on her website with that code. So please buy the book. Let us know you bought the book, and then buy the book again.
Yes. And now,
time for
Grinding My Gears
with
Samuel and Dane.
Samuel and Dane. Yes, yes, yes. It is your favorite part of the podcast. Maybe not. We don't know, but we're going to do it anyway.
Yeah. So what grinds my gears?
Hey, Dane, what grinds your gears?
Well, the gears.
Okay.
So what grinds my gears is I was at a restaurante today, and
was it Chick-fil-A?
it was not the Fla. It
Then
was
it's irrelevant.
It was Bricktown Brewery.
Okay.
Pretty good. They got solid root beer, and we were.
How do you drink it?
Well, through the straw.
But you said it's solid.
It is solid.
Is it thicker than a
bowl of oatmeal?
Yep.
Wonderful recall.
Okay, yeah.
No.
So you got some oatmeal at Bricktown?
So no, I didn't get oatmeal. I got fish and chips, and they were okay. But the thing is,
I can understand why that grinds your gears.
yeah, this one particularly came with a side, and then I had to get a different side.
Yeah.
I was reading. Sorry.
Okay. Stay focused on the pod.
Yeah.
We're recording.
However, so those places where you go out and you order a main entree, and they're just like, yeah, this is your burger. You just get a burger.
Yeah.
You gotta buy a side.
That's dumb.
It is dumb. Black Sheep does this on a few other places.
Usually it's fancy restaurants.
It is
I feel
fancy
like.
restaurants. I don't want to pay for sea salt fries. Those should come with the burger or on the burger or both.
Yeah. It honestly is annoying because, I mean, I guess fast food restaurants, you do have to buy it on the side. But typically, if you're going to a normal, like, sit-down-y type restaurant, you'd expect them to already be a part of the whole meal.
Yeah, if I have to sit down, there's no drive-through option, I shouldn't have to purchase these curly fries separately.
And what stinks is usually the fries are, like, really expensive for a side.
They're like $4.95.
Yeah, we're not ridiculous.
We're not rich. We're Midwest podcasters.
Yes, who don't make a lot of money
Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah. If you want to be one of our sponsors, please
Shout out. Follow the Instagram.
We have to have second jobs on the side.
Because this is our primary job,
This is our primary job.
So what grinds your gears is having to buy sides
having
for your burger.
Have to purchase them additionally. It's ridiculous. I should be given a free milkshake at least. And then maybe a shoulder rub.
Okay, you have to go to a different place for that.
And maybe they give me a massage gun for my hips.
Okay, I think you should have just stopped with the side.
No, they give me the massage gun, and then I massage my hips because my hips are tighter than a snare drum.
Of course, you always got to bring that back. Always got to bring that back. Do you know what we also have to bring back?
What?
Getting canceled. Not Jack, because again, #cancel Jack. But apparently, I'm getting canceled now.
Wonderful.
Do you know who? Bye.
I mean, do you know?
Play along with the game, Dane. Who do you know who I'm getting canceled by?
Is it Michael Fuller?
I don't know of it, but maybe.
Is it your good friend Vladimir Putin?
No, not yet.
Is it your good friend Haley Bieber?
No, but it is. Mia Wiersma, yes. We talked about last week how we had not only the K-Lifeies, but we had a K-Life, Taste of K-Life event, which is where, again, we all had like our small groups. They all made like a themed dish, and they had games and everything else. And during this time, again, you only made the dish if you had like your small group there. And my small group, they were busy, they had work, whatever else, but I decided to be a good leader because I care about kids.
How dare you.
I went to this event, and I'm like, there's not a ton I can do, especially early on in the event.
So true.
So I was like, okay, I will lead well. They have games set up. I will play these yard games with all these other kids who are in K-Life. One of these games is called 9 Square, which I might have described last week. Similar to 4 Square, there are 9 squares, and you hit the ball up, and there's like boxes above your head, 9 of them. And then if it goes in your box and you're not able to hit it up out of the box, you are out.
Yeah.
So I decided to play this 9 Square game. And it just happened to be that most of the people playing were under probably 5'2". By most of them, I think all of them.
What about their age, Samuel?
They probably were in middle school or lower.
Less. Yeah.
So I was a bit of an outlier. Just picture like Yao Ming on a middle school basketball team.
You were just like 1.5 feet taller.
Yeah, but I was like, okay, I won't play aggressive. Oh, my headphones just messed up.
That's okay.
1 second.
I will talk to you, good people. How you doing? It's me.
Okay, I'm back. Oh. Wait. Now I'm... Nope. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay, now I'm back. Sorry, that was weird. I was saying... I decided to be nice. I wasn't going to go overly aggressive. I wasn't going to dunk on anybody. But I was going to casually, if the ball went in my box, I'll just kind of tap it into another box. And the other kids weren't very good at this game. They were jumping early. They were missing it. So I happened to make it all the way around the 9 squares until I was in the king square.
Right.
And I happened to be in that spot for, usually people last like a few times. I might have been there like 15 to 20 times. And then I got myself out. Kind of on accident,
falling
kind of
on the
purpose.
Sword.
And then I went on my way. You know, I made some good memories. I'm sure these K-Life kids will learn that getting defeated is not always a bad thing, and you can learn from that. But during this whole time, people were filming.
Of course they were. Yeah. In the bushes.
They were in the bushes. And one of those people was Mia Wiersma. And out of nowhere, like a week after the fact, she decided to send in a video with no context in our group me, K-Life Leaders Chat. And I was like, this must be a highlight tape of all the fun events that we've done this past year, or even that event. And no, it just was a video of me zooming in with no context of me just kind of owning all these little kids. I'm like, I feel like a video with no words is saying a lot of words here. I feel like you might be judging me for these actions. And I'm just trying to be a good leader here this whole time. But then, of course, Dane had to get a hold of this, and he posted it to his Instagram and put #cancel Samuel. I'm like, I'm just trying to be a good leader. And that grinds my gears. Well, that you're trying to cancel me for being a good leader.
That's fine.
And that's where I'm at. I don't know what your thoughts are.
Also, I didn't get my hands on it. Mia sent me the video and said content for the pod.
So this whole time, she didn't have to say anything, but she was like, I'm going to be devious. Yeah. And I'm going to give it to the person who will cancel, #try to cancel Samuel. And that is Dane Beesmeyer. I'm surprised she didn't send it to Michael.
It's probably her number one quality, deviosity.
Yeah, I think that was in her character quality award she got.
Right.
Yeah, deviosity.
Well, the good news is we had some responses on my video.
Oh no! Was this just like to you directly?
Yeah, it was to me directly, so you haven't seen these yet.
Great.
So the first response is from Jack Holmgren.
Of course.
He said, he's bullying the children, crying, laughing emoji.
Hey, crying, laughing. I'll take that.
That's better than some people would give you.
Okay.
Because Joshua Schmitz also commented and said, LOL, that makes him look like a giant.
It kind of did. I mean, it looked good, but I did look pretty large. Okay, what else? What are some other responses you were receiving?
And then a young man, much known for his communist tendencies, Michael Fuller commented,
yep, he was here,
and said, that's fire.
Hey, so they weren't hating. They were liking it, sounds like. I'm being called a giant. I'm being called fire.
Yep.
Like people are laughing. So this is good stuff.
Absolutely.
Okay, so maybe it shouldn't grind my gears as much as it did briefly. But again, I also did repost the video and then put a link to our episode because, anything for views.
Anything for the cloud.
I got a similar response. I don't have it ahead of me, but on Instagram, one of my good friends that I swam with in college back in the day, he was like, stop bullying the kids. And I'm like, this is just what I do. And that was about it. Boom. I guess people were thinking I'm bullying them, but I'm actually building up their character for the future. So it's all a matter of perspective.
Wait, speaking of perspective, my dad texted me just now and said, are you guys watching this embarrassment, speaking about the Cardinals? And I said, no, I'm currently recording my podcast. And my uncle was like, no, or actually, yeah, I'm watching it. I'm not working tonight. And my dad said, sorry to hear you're both wasting your time.
Recording?
Yeah. Mark?
Wow. He's the biggest hater of the pod. Cancel him.
He just says that because he doesn't know how to work a podcast.
He doesn't even know what it is.
Yeah, he barely
just
knows
thinks
what
it's
podcast
some
is.
communist manifesto or something.
You should see him there's a video that me and my siblings have of him trying out wireless headphones for the first time.
It probably blew his mind.
He's just like, whoa, this is really good sound. And then my sister tells her how much it costs, like AirPods, and he goes, $100.
Nah, I can't do that. You could get all the corded ones, which has more material for less.
Oh, yeah. Spending money on anything, it blows his mind.
Yeah, you can't do that.
If only
that would grind his gears for sure.
Oh, he's got so many gears: taxes, retirement, the youth, deer.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh my. Okay. If only we had a Meg segment to go to.
Okay, so again, this has been about a month in the making, but the Bible verse draft is being pushed off until next week.
What?
And maybe until next week again, because we want to dig into it and get you the right responses, Joshua. I'm sorry.
Samuel's reading through Leviticus.
We don't want to
right
blaspheme.
Now.
We want to make sure we got the top Bible verses.
Samuel's reading Numbers and Leviticus as we speak.
So I'm going to get some good ones for you in a future episode.
Yes.
When that might be, you'll just have to wait until next week. Or as my award said, until next year.
Our 420th episode.
Yes, for sure. For sure.
Or the 777th episode.
For sure.
Yeah.
Again, last week we talked to you. We had a main segment, which was the top AI pickup lines, which weren't that great. They're okay.
They were downright awful.
But I did end those pickup lines with an anti-pickup line, which...
What was it?
I don't remember it.
I don't either.
But it was good. It was funny. It got you to laugh. So I was like, hey, why not? Why not do some top anti-pickup lines this week?
Or rejection lines.
Yeah. We will kind of go at it. We'll both go back and forth. I mean, we won't have the same ones.
Right.
So I think we'll go back and forth. I think you say one and then I say one. And then you say one and then I say one. We go back and forth. We hit them with what we have. And we just kind of rank what our top rejection anti-pickup lines are.
Yeah. And as is tradition, we'll ask Siri.
Okay.
Siri, should I go first or second?
This literally doesn't matter whatsoever at this point.
Sorry, I don't understand.
I'll go first.
Pick one or two.
I'll go first. I'm one.
Here's what I found.
I'm one. Okay, I'm going. Are you ready? Can I go?
Freaking.
Yeah? Okay. Here we go. Here's my anti-pickup line because Siri is bad.
Maddie said that you were trying to get kids out and you were bad at acting like you weren't trying to.
I wasn't like spiking it. I was hitting it lightly. And in that video, just really quick, it looks like I'm pointing at this girl like you're out. No, I was pointing at the person in the corner because she was like, did I get out? I'm like, no. It was his box. So I was just hitting it lightly, but they were unathletic. Okay?
Hashtag cancel Samuel.
Yes. And if you look at the video, they were jumping early. Like, I don't know what you're doing here. Okay, anti-pickup lines.
Do it.
Following off of one that we had last week, but now it's the anti-pickup line.
Right.
Are you ready?
Hit me with it.
Can I follow you home? Because my parents always told me to follow my dreams, but I'm pretty sure I should be waking up from this one.
Interesting.
Yes.
That one's not terrible. I've never heard that before.
So that's my first. I'll let you go.
All right. So my first one is a classic. I decided to go with the classics right off the bat. And it's, hey, girl.
Okay.
I just want to talk to you a little bit. What are you doing this weekend? You're so funny. You're like a brother to me. My brother in Christ, really.
That was a two-person one.
Yeah, brother in Christ, that's a classic. I mean, happened to me the other day. There's victims everywhere, all over the globe.
But that was the married woman.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, someone else? Did you use the proper pickup line on them?
I didn't use any pickup line on them.
And they just said, you're a good brother in Christ? You're like, I love you. We
were getting ready to run a 5K together, and I'm like kind of doing some leg kicks, blah, blah, blah. And then,
was Zach Sides?
No, it wasn't Zach. But I was just standing there, and they were like, Dane, you remind me of my brother. And I go, yeah. And then another girl next to her goes, yeah, you do give me brother vibes. And I was like, this is exactly what every man loves to hear right here. That's what I told them.
You love to hear it.
They were like, yeah, sorry about that. I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're not. Don't act devious.
Okay, so that's your rejection line. I'll go to my next one.
Do it.
Are you a bank loan?
No.
Because you've got interest written all over you.
Oh, boy.
I'm currently declaring bankruptcy.
Dang it. I think I saw that one.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that's one for me.
Okay. So this one that I got.
You're already laughing. It has to be good.
I think it's funny. So mine will get, just a little bit more wild here.
Okay, I'm waiting.
So this one is a guy or a girl walks up to you and says, hey, do you want to hang out this weekend? And instead of answering them, you just moonwalk away like Nick Miller. Which this is a high risk.
I thought for a second you were going to say you moon him. I'm like, I don't get this.
No.
Okay.
You moonwalk away. If you ever seen New Girl, he moonwalks away whenever he's confronted with something. And so this is high risk, high reward, because if they've seen the show, they may fall more in love with you.
That is true. Like, he loves New Girl. There's not a lot of them out there.
He loves New Girl and I love him.
That is a dangerous game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I have 7. That was 2.
You can have the honorable mentions after.
Perfect.
Okay. Next one for me. Are you a parking ticket? Because you've got fine written all over you, and I'm not looking for any more expenses.
That's so true. Yeah. I'm just not.
It's so expensive nowadays. The whole dating game.
Girls are expensive. Speak on it, Samuel.
I mean, usually you're just like, I don't want to buy one meal, and now I got to buy 2 meals?
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Flowers?
I don't buy flowers at all. Now I got to buy flowers?
Now I got to buy
One
flowers.
movie, 2 movies? Everything's double.
Everything's double.
And sometimes it's more than double because it's items you would not ever buy in the first place.
Facts like makeup.
Well...
We are on camera now.
Yeah, we're looking good. Okay, Dane, hit me with the next one.
Okay.
Hit me with your best shot. Fire away.
No. Okay, so, hey, girl, would you like to go out on a date sometime soon? Sorry, I'm currently in an arranged marriage and you're insulting my culture.
Gosh.
I can't wait to use that one.
Okay, got the arranged marriage going.
It only gets worse from here.
Okay. Next one for me. Are you an appendix?
No.
Because I have a funny feeling in my stomach that makes me want to take you out of the equation.
I want to use that first part.
I know, it's good.
Are you my appendix? Because I think I want to take
you out of the equation. You can kind of mumble that last part if you want. But if you mumble it too much, then they might think it's actually a pickup line.
True.
But you're going anti on them.
You have to know your audience.
Also, just really quick, if you're using an anti-pickup line on someone, like you're just like straight up telling them like, I just don't want to date you whatsoever.
Facts. You give me brother
They're
vibes.
like, I was just going to ask how your day was, and you're just, okay.
You're going to hit me with that. Okay.
Have a good one.
I see how it is. Okay.
Okay.
Whatever. So
Yep. Next one from you.
But that one, the appendix one, you got to know your audience, because if you say it to a girl who's really serious, she'd be like, what? You're saying I'm in your stomach and now you're going to remove me? No, it's supposed to be funny.
Oh, and because and we're in church and you're like, so that's like taking Adam's rib out and making me.
Yeah.
And they were then one.
You're
and
welcome.
That's why you want me to be made from your appendix and then we become one.
Yeah, I could have used the extra rib. I have cancer in my lungs.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So my next one is,
Yep.
hey girl, do you want to go for a walk sometime? You're like my grandma. My grandma loves going on walks, and I love my grandma.
That's not even, usually it's like brother, sister, or like brother in Christ, sister in Christ. You're my grandma?
Grandma can't be good.
Oh yeah, you're awesome. You always go to bed so early, like my grandma. Right. You are great at doing crosswords, like my grandma. You have questionable political views at times.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not necessarily questionable. Just you like to speak your mind a lot, even if it offends people.
Exactly. They're very conservative too.
Okay. Nice. And then I guess this is my last one, but you'll have more.
Yeah, sure.
Do you have a map?
No.
Because I just got lost. I'm looking for the exit.
I'd like to take the next exit to McDonald's.
I need to get out of here.
I need a car
quickly.
wash.
Yep. But do you have the map? Thank you.
No, I don't have the map. I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
Okay, yeah. So that was all mine. Let me know what you were thinking for your final one.
Yeah.
Final ones.
Yeah, I have.
Whatever you're saying.
I have 5 more.
Hey, what else do you got?
So
say whenever.
Okay. So
okay, ready?
What?
Go.
So,
a needle.
Hey, girl, can I have your number? She gives you the number. You say, hey, it's Joey from Myers Bistro. Do you want to go out this weekend? And then you just send them the link to the song Thank You Next.
That is just not a good song. I mean, that's enough right there.
Yeah.
Sending them that link, like, oh, you don't like good music.
Yeah, if you listen to Ariana Grande or something wrong. So that was one.
And then
there's another one. Hey, girl, can I pick you up sometime? I want to take you out on a nice seafood dinner. I will have your car repossessed. Every time I get in your car, repossessed. If you're seeing me, crazy things are happening.
You're going to try to go more with the seafood route there. And you just went straight to the repossessions.
Oh, yeah. That rolls into the next one here.
How many of these you got?
3, 4 more.
Oh, my word. Okay.
So you just act absolutely crazy. You go.
Yeah.
You go. And this requires you going out on a couple dates with them. So.
Oh, so it's an anti-pickup line after you've already got like a little taste.
Exactly. So you learn where they live and things like that. So then by the time you learn where they live and whatnot, you go, they go, hey, I need to run out real quick. I have to go to the store and get some more bread. And you say, okay. And then when they come back, the whole place is trashed, absolutely trashed. And they go, what happened? And you say, oh, I got bored while you were gone. So I read through your email, noticed an email from a girl. And so I just assumed you were cheating on me. So naturally I went crazy and knifed your bed. I threw all of your drawers out the window. I, filed for fraud on all of your credit cards, the whole 9 yards. But then I took the time to read the email. It turns out it was spam. So again,
stuff.
High risk, high reward.
Okay, hey, why are you doing this? Because you have so many. I decided to pick up another one.
Okay.
Hey, if you were a math test, I would cheat on you.
Oh no!
Hey, people can play with fire here. Let's go. Oh, these are a lot worse than AI was giving me.
Dang it.
Okay, hey, yeah, there we go.
That's great. Dang it, I'm jealous of the website you're on. Okay.
Are you red light? Because just stop. Okay.
That seems awful familiar.
Oh, this one's bad.
Dang it.
Are you from Tennessee? Because you look inbred.
Oh, no. I think I've heard that.
Okay, yeah. Okay, you go.
Okay, so you say, hey, girl, or a girl asks you, hey, Dane, would you like to go out and climb trees together? And you say, yeah, sure. I'll meet you here tomorrow at 7. And then you just dye your hair, change your name, and move to Albania. Create a whole new life. You have to. This girl's clearly crazy. She wants to climb trees together. Come on now.
That's honestly the only thing you should do there.
Yeah, dye your hair, change your name, move to Albania. You have a new life. This is your life now. You sell alpacas.
Hey, just Do you want to dance?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Then I can sit there.
Okay.
Because they would get up and then you would sit.
Oh.
It's like a pickup line, like, hey, you want to dance? Great. Now I'm going to take your spot.
In my head, they were just going to watch me dance. I'm like, this is weird.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, my last one.
Okay.
So, this probably requires 1 or 2 dates as well.
Sorry, I read one that's really inappropriate.
Unbelievable.
I'm not going to read that one.
I'm sorry, Samuel's so inappropriate.
Yeah, but you go. I'm not going to read it. Okay, you go.
So, this one requires you going on a couple dates, and also you have to have some general knowledge of website making. So,
Yeah.
So you go out on a few dates. You tell the person, guy or girl, that you've been recently researching different, or not researching, but taking different expeditions, if you will, specifically in hot air balloons.
Yeah.
And so you start talking up over like a couple weeks. Hey, my next expedition is going to be a balloon trek over at the mountains in Antarctica.
Okay.
And then you disappear over the mountains in Antarctica. And then you use the website tool making and you publish an article how the tragedy that they found your hot air balloon and nothing but a note that says, I love her till I die. And then you just go off into the sunset, again, having to dye your hair, change your name, and move to a different city.
Yeah.
Specifically Albania.
Yeah.
That's usually the end to all of these. However, do you, boo-boo?
Do you, boo-boo?
Read another one.
There's so many.
Crunk.
From the moment I saw you, I knew I would be spending the rest of my life trying to avoid you.
Yeah, I get that.
I mean, that wasn't as funny as some
I'd be
of them.
lying if I said girls haven't said that to me.
Yeah. Are you a fortune cookie? Because you're always wrong. That's another one.
Dang it.
Are you a fire detector? Because you're loud and annoying.
There's some people I want to use that on.
What's a girl like you doing in a nice place like this?
Yeah. Yeah. Dang it. That takes a second, but yeah, it's there.
If I could rearrange the alphabet, I'd leave it the way it is.
Yeah. You away from me.
Yeah, and then the classic, you got to end with this one. Did it hurt when you fell from heaven?
Yeah.
Because it looked like you landed on your face.
That's terrible.
Yeah. So those are some of them.
Girl, you ugly.
This will be one that you just read. You don't read it out loud, but here's the one I laughed at.
Oh, no. Yeah, you can't read that.
No, I can't. But that was wild.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, that was not appropriate, but it was. That's why we don't read it on here.
That's why
we don't.
We're starting the hashtag cancel Samuel.
Yeah. Hashtag cancel Samuel. Hashtag don't do that at all. But yep, those were some of our anti-pickup lines and rejection lines and everything else. So please let us know what you thought of them. If you have any anti-pickup lines, we'll throw that in the description of the.
Hey pal, you just blowing from stupid town?
That's how those lines felt.
Yeah. I mean, there were some good ones. You had some good responses, and I'm sure.
True.
Hey, Joshua, make a clip of the best ones. But yeah, those are some anti-pickup lines. Go on our Spotify, give us your best anti-pickup lines. And who knows, maybe we'll also put a little poll there. Let us know who had the better anti-pickup lines.
Yes.
You know, maybe? Okay.
And we'll put it on Instagram.
And on Instagram. There's a good chance this time because,
some of you aren't on Spotify.
Yeah, that happens. But everyone has one. And also, part 13 of Dane's Manifesto is happening now.
Nice. If you're driving, pull over. If you're walking, sit down because it's time for Dane's Manifesto.
Hello, I'm Dane. Sorry.
First off, special shout out to Joshua SCHMITZ because we posted a clip that he edited of Dane's Manifesto, me calling Harry Potter a war criminal, which he is. And we're currently going through proceedings.
55 million views.
Yeah.
Is how many video views a lot of Mr. Beast videos has in the first day.
Exactly. So, but Joshua comments, he goes, I can't believe I pulled over for this.
That was funny. And I like how you put that also because he definitely made the whole video.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, you made the video, but also, you pulled over for this.
That was clever. Hey, the MANWAGON podcast, check it out.
Listen to her.
Yep.
And so this kind of goes with our whole rejection theme here. And the manifesto is, this one's somewhat of a more serious one.
Oh.
Yeah. It is prioritize character over looks. So
Say it again for the people in the back.
when you see a fancy guy looking fancy, or if you see a cutesy girl looking cutesy, you're over there and you're like, I'm thinking about asking her out.
Okay.
And I had this rule. I was going through, or I was in this like kind of small group thing with like just guys.
Okay.
And this was an arbitrary rule. It's not like a hard, fast rule.
Yeah,
but
no dating your sister.
Yeah, no dating your sister. That's a good one. And because Lindsay Reed's smelly. And but I said to these guys, I was like, guys, like, listen, you can think a girl's pretty all that you want, but if you can't name 9 other things about her that you like, then you shouldn't ask her out.
Preferably, they aren't physical.
Yeah, that's
If
what I'm
you
saying.
can't say pretty. Okay, what do you like? Well, I like her eyes. I like her hair. Like, no.
Yeah. So the 10th thing can be, yeah, she's pretty. But then if you name 9 other things and you're like, okay, well, she's really great at this. She really loves the Lord. She really spends time serving others. I see her in community and she's always caring for people so well.
She can dunk a basketball.
Okay, that's my spare tire. My spare tire for girls that I'm interested in is sporty/athletic-y. Olympian, if you will.
Caitlin Clark.
How you doing?
Hey.
You did get drafted number 1, and let's just say we've been talking, and so we're currently on that. However, and so if a person like sucks as a person, but they have 9 out of 10 looks, like, listen, looks fade. People get older. You get used to the attraction being there, and yet like all you're gonna be left with at the end of the day is frustration and just wondering, like, man, like, okay, now we're so far into this. Do I just keep going because I've put so much time into this, or do I just break up and have this horrible breakup? Now things get weird. And the answer is like, well, hey, why did you go out with him in the first place? And also, the only answer here now is, okay, there are 2 options. You break up or you get married. So what do you want?
Nice.
I had that conversation with somebody. So it was a good time. And
just really quick, I liked how we went from anti-pickup lines to this.
Oh yeah.
What a transition.
Well, and then the verses of the week are also in line with this too.
You just want to go into them right now, or you still got more manifesto?
No, that's about all in the manifesto.
Hey Dane, thank you for sharing your manifesto.
You're welcome.
Oh, I guess we don't. I guess we have some other stuff before we get to
really?
the verse of the week. Oh, sorry,
really?
I kind of forgot. Because yes, Jack Holmgren is back again with all his wild stuff. But no, we're not actually going to get to him yet because he is being #canceled.
Cancel him.
In the meantime, we're going to read off some of our Spotify responses from this past week. We asked, what's your best dad joke? We got a few different responses. One of them was from Jack Holmgren, of course. And he said, so I was adopted and my father would always say that if his pants were in the pool that I couldn't go in. He said, son, you will never be in my gene pool. Also, I think Lindsay Reed was adopted.
Lindsay Reed was adopted. Fun fact, a little known fact.
Yeah.
Was adopted from a less athletic family, and it's okay. You know, it happens to a lot of us, actually.
The next one came from Jared Holmgren, which I think might be Jack's brother or cousin or relative in some capacity.
Or husband.
You could be right.
I could be right.
Okay. On his response, it was a URL, which was https://10yearold.com/
10yearold.com.
a joke better than Jack's. And when I enter that in, it's a long story.
Oh boy.
That I'm going to read to you right now.
Do it.
Here it is. A moth goes into a podiatrist office, and the podiatrist office says, what seems to be the problem, moth? The moth says, what's the problem? Where do I begin, man? I go to work for Gregory Ilinovich, and all day long I work. Honestly, doc, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I don't even know if Gregory Ilinovich knows. He only knows that he has power over me, and that seems to bring him happiness. But I don't know. I'll wake up in a malaise, and I walk here and there. At night, I sometimes wake up and turn to some old lady in my bed that's on my arm. A lady that I once loved, Doc. I don't know where to turn to. My youngest, Alexandria, she fell in the cold of last year. The cold took her down, as it did many of us. And my other boy, and this is the hardest pill to swallow, Doc. My other boy, Grigaro Ivanilovich, I no longer love him. As much as it pains me to say, when I look in his eyes, all I see is the same cowardice that I catch when I take a glimpse of my own face in the mirror. If only I wasn't such a coward, then perhaps I could bring myself to reach over to that cocked and loaded gun that lays on the bedside behind me, and in this Hellish facade, the once and for all. Doc, sometimes I feel like a spider, even though I'm a moth, just barely hanging on to my web with an everlasting fire underneath me. I'm not feeling good. So the doctor says, Moth, man, you're troubled, but you should see a psychiatrist. Why on earth did you come here? And the moth says, because the light was on.
I don't know.
Do you get it?
No, the light was on and moths are attracted to the lights.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, because he went to a podiatrist's office.
What's a podiatrist?
This is a really funny joke when you have to explain it. So a podiatrist, I think they're a foot doctor.
That's a pediatrician.
No, that's not it at all.
I know that's a
podiatrist can treat any common issue that affects your feet and toes.
Okay, so he goes to a foot doctor.
So went to a foot doctor and explained all of his many issues.
Yeah.
And he said he should go to a psychiatrist.
All
He's
of his
like, why
domestic
did you come
problems.
here? And he said, because the light was on.
Yeah, so they
This
were
is
just
a moth.
open. Yeah, and a moth is attracted to light.
Yeah, so that's why he showed up.
Yeah, it's a little bit better than it's. I mean, certainly better than all of Jack's.
That was a really funny joke when he got to explain it.
Well, I don't know. I didn't know what a podiatrist does.
Yeah, I also forgot what the joke was as I started reading, and I'm like, oh, that was it.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one comes from Joshua Schmitz.
6.5
And
out
he
of 10.
says, check the voice memo folder from yours truly. I got to give a delivery.
Oh boy.
Okay, well, let's listen to his right now for his joke.
I told you I would leave you my joke on the voice memo, so here we are. Joshua Schmitz coming in with his joke and a bonus joke at the end. Stick around, as you know. What do you say to a guy who steals your gate? Nothing. Because he might take offense. That's like my favorite. That's my favorite dad joke to tell. Bonus joke is, what do you say when somebody asks you if you want to listen to the MANWAGON podcast with Joshua Schmitz and Von Campens? Anyone know this one?
Until next week.
Sign me up. That's what you say.
Dang it.
I didn't get it. What was it?
I mean, it wasn't.
I just zoned out.
I think he was promoting his podcast.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if something with the sign that I was messing up. Okay, thank you, Joshua. The first joke got me.
When he
That was
says
solid.
take offense, is it like taking a fence or taking offense?
because he was stealing like the door or whatever it was or
Yeah.
the gate. And then he was like, no, because then you would take offense as well.
Well, no, he stole the girlfriend.
Let's listen to it again.
Well, he said still.
Listen.
I told you I would leave you my joke on the voice memo, so here we are. Joshua Schmitz coming in with his joke and a bonus joke at the end. Stick around, as you know. What do you say to a guy who steals your gate?
Your gate.
Nothing. Because he might take offense.
Get it?
That's like my favorite.
I thought he said date.
Oh, my word.
Yeah.
Dane. That's
Not-
2 jokes in a row.
Not gate. No, the first one I didn't understand. This one I misheard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, both great so far.
Yeah.
Next joke was from Angela Birdwell, and she said,
Go.
Happy birthday, Samuel. Here's a birthday dad joke for you. When do accountants fall over?
They don't.
When they lose their balance. It's not my birthday yet, but thank you for the early birthday wish.
I was finna say, I was like, I didn't know it was your birthday.
It's not my birthday yet, no.
I know.
It's coming up soon.
Yeah, that's the 14th.
It'll be after this podcast is released, but thank you for the early birthday wish. I don't know how you knew it so early.
I don't know.
I don't know. I guess you were looking. So
Facebook.
Shout out, Angela. Shout out. Yeah, because that was all of our responses from the week, but we also had a poll. And the poll was, who had the better joke this week? Because if you remember, Jack has his jokes with Jack, but then Lindsay sent in a joke for me to read. You know, it was
The alpaca one.
Yeah, the alpaca, which yeah, but it doesn't matter
Because we
asked,
cancel Lindsay, we can.
we asked who had the better joke, and the responses were Jack, #cancel Lindsay, or Lindsay, #cancel Jack. And with 88.9% of the vote,
It's a good amount.
the better joke was by Jack, #cancel Lindsay.
So
Yes, that means we're canceling Lindsay now.
people have spoken.
Yes, Jack, we'll still cancel you. But
Yeah.
now we're more so canceling Lindsay because you had the better joke this week. So shout out you, Jack. Thank you for having solid jokes. Lindsay, you got to come back better next week.
Yeah, it should be easy to cancel her because she's the middle child.
Yeah. But that is all of our Spotify polls, questions, etc. for this week. And now it is time for our voice memos.
Ooh.
Which one of them we already listened to? It was from Joshua Schmitz of the MANWAGON podcast, but the Joke with Jack is back. So let's listen to see what Jack had to say to us this week.
All right, so this joke is for Dane, and since Dane considers himself to be an expert wildlife hunter,
Never said that.
we'll see if you can get this one. Dane, what do you call a deer with no eyes? No idea.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew he was going to say that. Yes.
I honestly didn't know which way he was going with that, but I caught it.
That could have been the worst thing I've ever heard.
I chuckled, so it can't be the worst.
No, I was getting
You
ready.
just knew because you're a hunter.
No, I'm not an
No,
expert
you're not a
in
hunter. You're
wildlife
Dane.
person.
You're Dane.
No, I'm a thriving wilderness survival expert. I survived.
He also did have a comment on the voice memo itself, and it says, "Joke for Dane, keep kicking cancer's butt. Lindsay Reed is inferior."
She is inferior.
Yeah,
I
so-
mean, that's true.
I mean, we showed via the poll that we're hashtag cancel Lindsay now.
people have spoken.
Yeah, they have spoken, so that's all we got to say. The people have spoken. We'll see if she comes back next week with anything. We might need to call her or do something. We'll see. But what we will also see is our sponsors of the week. Yes,
Who might
Jesus
they be?
Christ
Oh,
of
wow.
Nazareth is our number one sponsor of the week. He's undefeated. And I heard you might have some verses or verse of the week.
I have technically 4 verses here. And so the first one, like I said, it kind of goes with the prioritizing character over looks. And I didn't get so much into it at the time because I was also going to get into it here with the verses of the week, starting with Proverbs 31:30.
Shout out.
And I just have that one memorized. Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. And so it's like, I mean, that whole chapter is over like a precious, or not a precious wife who can find. That's earlier in Proverbs, but it's over King Lemuel's mother writing who she aspires for her son, King Lemuel, to marry. And so she goes on these descriptions and like her lamp doesn't go out at night. She is a good caretaker of her home. So if you're looking for characteristics of what you should look for in a lady, look in chapter 31 of Proverbs. And then also 1 Samuel,
Hey, that's me.
16:7.
1 Samuel.
1 Samuel 16:7.
And you have this one memorized too, right?
Sure do. I have it so memorized
You're
that
going to read it off your phone
I'm
by
gonna
memory.
I'm going to read it off my phone by memory because I know exactly where 1 Samuel 16:7 is. And so
It's in the Bible.
yeah, it's in the Bible. So it says, "But the Lord said to Samuel," wow, that's you.
This is me.
"Do not consider his height or his appearance, for I have rejected him. The Lord does not look at the things that people look at. People look on the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart." This is not a dating verse. None of these are dating verses because dating's not in the Bible. It's not exactly something that was going on right now, but something in our culture right now. But also you can
Go off, JP.
yeah, well, you can have this same principle here where the Lord is not looking at the outward appearance of a king that he's choosing. This is when he chooses King David to raise up a nation here. And so he's saying, no, I don't want all of these tall and strong sons that you've brought me. I want the shepherd boy in the field who is tending to the sheep. I want the guy who's going to be there when the going gets tough. And
The tough gets going.
and the tough gets going. And so even the Lord here is saying prioritize character over their looks. And so that even goes into the last verse here, which
You had
is
verses of the week. Shout out, you Dane.
verses of the week, which is 1 Peter 3:3-4. You got to go all the way to the New Testament, all the way to chapter 3, and then 3 and 4, which says, "Your beauty should not come from the outward adornments such as elaborate hairstyles and the wearing of gold jewelry or fine clothes. Rather, it should be on the inner self and the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is of great worth in God's sight." So again, and that chapter is talking about husbands and wives right there. And so again, like the elaborate hairstyles and the wearing gold jewelry, the things you wear fade. The outward appearance of your body is fading. But what doesn't fade is a gentle and quiet spirit, someone who's perfectly submitted to the Lord and his teachings and the way he would have us live. Because whenever you're married to somebody, I wrote down a quote also from one of my other favorite pastors who's in DC now. And he says, that loneliness cannot be compared to the loneliness and singleness cannot be compared to the loneliness felt in a marriage in a king-size bed next to someone you can't share the biggest things in life with. So and this is talking about you've already made this like covenant with this person and you've gone down the line and you're laying there day after day because you have to cherish them for the rest of their life. And so now you're laying here and you know like you mistakenly chose the looks over the content of their character, and now you're like, man, I can't bring up these things to him, or I can't say these things to her because they just do this or that. Yeah, but oh yeah, they were really pretty for that first year, and then I got used to it. But now I'm looking forward to the next 50 years of just kind of knowing I just have to do the best I can here. Yeah. And so like these are not dating verses. However, like what dating is assessing the suitability of the spouse, and the most interesting quality or the most highlight quality that you can have is how sanctified are they with Christ? How much are they pursuing Christ? And so these help you kind of determine that. And so, yeah.
Nice. Thanks for sharing those good words.
I got it.
Yeah.
Those are all from
Jesus. Let's go. Keep that applause going for Jake, Trust, and Art.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
That was chaos. Yes, Jake, Trust, and Art. He is starting a Patreon.
Ooh.
After not posting on his YouTube in a while.
Unbelievable.
I got a little bit of beef with that, but it's okay. You do you. Excited to see how your Patreon goes. But also, Jake, Trust, and Art. Hey, subscribe to his Patreon. It's $5 a month. He'll give you lots of great, helpful tips and hints on how to be a better artist, on how to just learn about his life and it's being an artist. I don't really know. He had a video about it on YouTube.
He called me the other day.
What did he call you?
But I was doing something.
Okay. But he is still the number 2 sponsor of the week.
So far.
He has a Patreon now. He has a YouTube channel. He has paintings that he can make for you.
So true.
Or you can buy his book. So do any of those things. He's a solid dude. Go get some. And then finally, our third sponsors of the week.
Oh, wow. Is there a plethora of these people?
Justin and Haley Bieber.
Wow.
Who are pregnant.
Wow. They put out mediocre music.
They have a baby.
Oh, no. No. Okay. Dang it.
Yeah, they're having a baby. So shout out to them. I can't wait till he is the next big pop star in about 9.5 years.
Or
she. That is true. That's true. Unless they're twins.
Unless they're octuplets.
Wow. That'd be a lot of Biebers.
That's dang it. We're gonna end the podcast.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Yeah, closing thoughts.
Friday pickleball. Use the Samuel code. Samuel
14434. And also Dane's ministry support.
So true.
Do that too. The link's in the bio.
I just need $1 million more.
Yeah, but make sure to send him an Instagram message as soon as you send him the $1 million. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Send it.
Yeah, so all the links are there. Also, as we said before, again, Elizabeth Virgil, thank you so much for supporting us throughout these last 4 episodes. Make sure to buy her book, Rescued, Abused But Not Abandoned. You know the link is in the bio. Also, Joshua Schmitz, if you need to listen to another solid podcast after you finish the Until Next Week podcast, listen to the MANWAGON podcast with Joshua and Vaughn. Also, just keep telling your friends if you enjoy this podcast. Leave us 5 stars because we're on the road to 100 on Spotify and Apple. Leave us voice memos to be featured on the podcast, and so that Jack does not get all of the notoriety that comes with being on the pod. Follow our Instagram and TikTok at Until Next Week Podcast, and also just keep Dane in your prayers because they are working. So
cancer.
Yeah. Down with cancer.
Down with cancer.
Up with Dane. Down with Jack.
Up with Dane.
Up with Dane. Down with Lindsay. Up with Dane.
Nice.
And that is all for episode 72 of the Until Next Week podcast.
Listen to it.